bottle. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between our visitors and the New York Jets. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Off the play fake. Parks. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Check hot route. Hot. And 80. Check 37. Undercrush. Pick the edge. Go.
On second down, it's Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
Mike football. All day. All day.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Good job, Dean. Good job, Dean.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Past the 20. It's a big run that time by Bell. 48 yards. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
With they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
On second down, this is Edmonds. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Parks. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 77 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Check 13. Check 13.
To throw on third down. Parks. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And the Jets have recovered. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now Darnold, escaping the pressure right. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets defense, we watch them get set to go. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves. He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we? Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
31.
Darnold on 1st down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it? No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run. Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Cut. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, Max 50.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold, complete. Smith has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. Caught here by Bell. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues. And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Badgley on for the extra point.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. So out come the Chargers. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down now, Edmonds. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Parks. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And this one complete to Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Yeah, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch QB draw. Watch the touch.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 49. Mike 49. Here we go, here we go. 49.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. The open man is Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, look looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Darnold from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now it's Darnold. And he completes it to Westbrook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a jet touchdown. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On first down, Parks. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Draw play, Edmonds. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Parks. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Off play action. Parks. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Airing it out deep for Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run with Edmonds. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parks. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the gun, Parks. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And New York set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 17, watch 17. Single.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
To the air again, Darnold. And this is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. That's complete. It's Bell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Darnold down to throw.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing again is Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the time.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dylan Cantrell, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Parks. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Parks. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York? I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there. Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap. It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Parks, complete. It's Henry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Parks. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Parks. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think he said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
3. 31's the mic. It's ready. It's our time. Check 9, check 9. Check 9.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Switch.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Looking to throw. Parks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.